Okay, stretching today. Um, so let's start with butterfly forward fold. So let's bring our heels far away and can maybe pull your butt cheeks out of the way so we can get the upper body tilting forward. And then just let your upper body round forward over your legs. Let your head relax and start to take some nice deep breaths. Slowly round up, stacking your spine. And then let's pull the heels as close in as you can get them. And go forward fold again here, noticing the difference that you feel between these two positions. Remembering to take nice full breaths in. And as you exhale, release all the way to the end of your exhale. Notice yourself relaxing a little more into the stretch. Let's slowly round up. Let's bring feet to the floor, hip width apart, knees bent up for reverse tabletop. Palms flat, fingers pointing forward, and lift your hips. Reach your tailbone forward, squeeze your glutes. Maybe a little bit of rocking back and forth. And lower down. Let's do that one more time. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Keep your knees hip width apart. Squeeze your glutes. And slowly lower back down. And let's bring the legs out into a straddle. And again, here we'll just forward fold, legs relaxed. Nice deep breaths. Imagine sending your breath to where you feel the stretch. And as you exhale, relax. Slowly round back up. Let's bring the right foot in. Let's bring this left arm out to the side. Reach up and over. Trying to feel a big stretch in the right side of your upper body. So Keep that right hip glued down and reach through your fingertips. This is really more about the upper body than about the legs. And now we'll make it more about the legs. So we'll turn to face the left knee and round over your left leg. Still hopefully feeling a nice stretch in the lower right side of the back. Let's round up. Switch legs, right leg out, left leg in. We'll bring the right hand out to the side. Reach up and over with your left arm. Keep that left hip glued to the floor. And really stretch open the left side of your body. And then turn your torso to face your right leg. Frame your leg with your hands. Round over the right leg. Slowly round back up. So from here, we're going to be swinging this right leg around to the back for pigeon. So right leg comes around, your left leg is already in place. Let's lift up, feeling that big stretch in the front of the right hip. Bring your chest forward, let your hips settle down. And then we can bring the upper body down. And if you would like to add a twist here, bring your right arm underneath your left. Take a couple more deep breaths. Coming up, we're going to be pressing into the floor and planting the left foot on the floor for a lunge. So left foot comes up and then just sink the hips forward. Really sinking into that right hip, opening up the hip flexor on the right side. And let's add a twist, left hand to left knee, look up to the ceiling. Untwist, let's move the hips back for a half split. So let's flex the left toes to the ceiling. See if you can get your upper body flat, your back flat. Contract your left quad as you flex your toes up. Feel that stretch along the back of the left leg. Right, and then bringing the hips forward again. Let's bring the left knee back and the right leg forward and set up for our pigeon on the other side. So scoot that right leg across in the front. Start with chest up, chest forward, shoulders back and down. Letting your weight settle down into your hips. And then coming down to the floor. If you'd like to add the twist, bring your left arm under your right. Take a couple more deep breaths here. Slowly come up. Press into the hands, bring the right foot to the mat, slow lunge, sink down into your hips. Add the twist, bring in the right hand to the right knee, press into your knee and look up to the ceiling. Untwist and let's move the hips back for a half split. Flex your toes to the ceiling, contract your right quad. See how flat you can get your back. Couple more breaths here. Then we're going to come to the top of the mat for a squat. So sink your hips down, press your knees apart with your elbows. Let's press lightly into the floor with your feet. Lengthen through the crown of your head. From here, let's sit on your heels at the top of your mat. So this is going to be stretching the knees and the quads. If it's uncomfortable for your knees to come all the way into this posture, just come in as far as is comfortable. So we're going to bring the feet to the outside of the hips. Make sure that your hips and feet stay touching and see if you can bring your butt all the way to the floor with no space between your heels and your hips. So this is a good stretch for the knees and the tops of your ankles. Taking a few breaths here, noticing how you're feeling here. And then if you feel comfortable here, you can place your hands on the soles of your feet, your fingers pointing forward, and start to lean back. Maybe you can go down onto your elbows. Keep your tailbone pointing forward, and maybe you can go all the way to your back. If you're all the way on your back and it's comfortable, grab your elbows over your head. Tuck your chin into your chest and lift your chest. Come out of this posture, place your hands on your feet. Again, grab your heels, press your elbows into the floor, and press up. And then let's bring the legs out in front. Bang the backs of your legs on the floor a few times. And let's come into forward fold. More deep breaths. Slowly round up. And let's come back into seated position on the heels. We'll do this one more time. See if you can get your hips down onto the mat in between your heels. Maybe you stay here, or maybe place hands on the soles of the feet. Go down an elbow at a time. Remember to only come into this as far as is comfortable. And maybe grab your elbows above your head once you're all the way down. Come back up, grab your heels, press your elbows into the floor. Back up again, let's bring the legs out in front. Take the backs of the legs on the floor. And let's come into all fours. We're going to turn to face the left, right foot comes behind you, left leg goes out long. We'll do a big side stretch. From here, let's slide the left foot back behind you a little bit so we can open up to the ceiling a little more. Move this stretch more to the front of the body. And let's come back in line and then back to all fours. Other side, turn towards the right, lift your right arm overhead, right leg long, big side stretch. Then we'll slide the right foot back a little bit, open yourself up towards the ceiling a little bit. Let's come back to tabletop and walk up forward all the way onto your belly for our shoulder stretch. So right arm out to the side. And then press up onto your right side until you feel that stretch in the right shoulder and pec area. If you'd like, bend your knees and stack your legs. Remember, you can lift your arm up farther for more intensity or bring it down towards your hips for less intensity. Back to face the mat. We'll come to the other side, left arm out, press onto your left side. Stack your legs with your knees bent if you'd like. Find the ideal spot for your arm today. Feel that stretch in the left shoulder. Deep breaths into that area. Feeling your chest open up. And come back to face the mat. Let's come into Sphinx. Elbows under shoulders. Shoulders back and down. Chest forward. And then let's bring the palms a little wider, press up like a seal. Again, keep the shoulders back and down, chest forward, stretching open the abdominal area. And slowly lower down. Let's push back to all fours. But walk the hands a little bit forward for downward dog. We're just going to stretch open the backside of the legs here. So curl the toes under and lift your hips. Feel that nice big stretch in the calves and hamstrings. Stretch in the shoulders as you press your chest towards your thighs. Bend deeply into the right leg and twist towards the left, sinking into that left heel. And switch sides, bend deeply into the left leg, twist to your right. And then square your hips again. And we'll come forward, knees down. Swing your legs around to the front. I'm going to lie down on our back. Pull that right knee in. You can interlace your fingers just below your knee. Pull the right leg in. Extend your left leg long. Shoulders should still be coming down your back. Shoulder blades down the back. And then we're going to place the sole of the foot, or actually bend your left knee up. Cross your right ankle onto your knee, and then just let your legs drop over to the left. Might want to hold onto that right ankle with the left hand. So targeting the outside of the glute and outside of the thigh here. Release your legs, come back to center. Let's bump the hips over to the right a little. Pull your knees in and drop your knees over to the left for more of a spine twist here. Option to turn your head to the right. Back to center. Let's hug the knees in to realign your spine. And then keep hugging that left knee in, send your right leg out long. Pulling that left leg in. And then bend up the right knee. Bring the left ankle onto the right knee. Drop your legs directly over to the right. Might want to hang on to that left ankle. And again, targeting the outside of the glute and the thigh here. That's where you want to feel this stretch on the left leg. Back to center. Let's bump the hips over to the left, hug your knees in, and drop the knees over to the right. For our twist, the option to turn your head to the left. Knees back to center. Center of the hips, hug your knees in. And then grab the outsides of your feet, happy baby. Press your feet up into your hands. Add any movements you like. Place your legs out long. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Take up some space on your mat. Get comfortable. And coming into Shavasana, just relax your breath. Relax your body. Notice how you feel after all that stretching. If you have any better blood flow, enjoy that sensation. Mind has wandered, come back to your body. Noticing the rise and fall of your abdomen. Watching your exhales all the way to the end, trying to relax as much as possible. Now start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. If you'd like, bring your arms over your head for a full body stretch. And then either turn onto your side and push up from there or roll on your spine back to seated.